Hello friends, welcome to Take Two for this Tuesday, the 18th of February, 2020. I'm Jeannie, so glad you decided to come along for the ride today. I was recently reading an article about a woman, a young woman, who had committed a terrible crime, a terrible robbery. And in the midst of that robbery, a guard was hurt and almost killed. I think they were robbing a bank or some place that had guards in it. Maybe it was a high-end store, something. Anyway, boy, it was kind of botched, but they did get away, and it went on for months and months, the investigation of this. Well, it turns out that this young woman was actually the daughter of a police investigator. Now, her mother died when she was a baby, so her father raised her. But he didn't take much interest in her personal life because he was kind of all business. And so they kind of had a difficult, challenged relationship. She even left at one point to try to join the police academy. She wanted to please her dad so much that she even tried to join the police force, and she got rejected from that. So anyway, as time went on, she ended up just having more and more of a distant relationship with her dad, and it just absolutely was so bothersome to her that her thinking was this. Later, when she was interviewed, she said, well, if I couldn't become a crime solver like my father, then the only other thing that my father's interested in is criminals. So if I can't be a crime solver, maybe I can become a criminal, and then maybe we'd have something in common. Well, as sad as that is, she did go before the judge as she was being sentenced, and the judge said, young lady, you had everything you wanted. You had a comfortable home to live in. You had food on the table. You had everything you needed. Why on earth would you do a robbery like this? And she said, well, now that I'm going to jail and I'll be in a cell, and I'm classified as a criminal, maybe my father will visit me, and now we'll have something in common to talk about. Now, how sad is that? I mean, that is one sad, sad story. Well, you know, oftentimes what we end up doing is unmentionable things just to get attention. We want attention and love by people so badly sometimes, and even, you know, especially if it's a parent or a spouse or a sibling, and they're just not interested in your life and what you're interested in. Some of us will go to unmentionable lengths like this young woman did just to get somebody's attention, just so that you'll have something in common with them. And that is so terribly sad. So let me encourage you, boys and girls, if you have people in your life who just don't want to have any part of you, even if it's a parent, even if it's a child, do everything in your power to show them love and do it the right way, okay? Extend love if there needs to be forgiveness or apologizing. Now, I'm not saying to apologize for something you never did, or apologize because you don't, you were born a girl when they wanted a boy or something like that. Don't apologize for ridiculous things like that. No, apologize if there is something that needs true forgiveness for. But if there is no reason, no rhyme or reason why they don't want you in their life, and they just don't force that door open. Listen to what I have to say. Don't go to ridiculous lengths to try to please somebody who it would make no difference anyway. And if you do it in the wrong way like that, all it ends up doing is hurting yourself. Think about that young woman. Her dad may never visit her in prison, and she'll have gone to prison absolutely ridiculously, no reason at all. It would have been absolutely foolish for her to commit those crimes, almost kill somebody, and go through those terrible things just to get somebody's attention. I know, let me tell you something, I know it hurts when you want somebody very much in your life and they're not interested, and especially if it's a family member, or if it's somebody who's your parent or your child, and they just don't want any part of you. Sometimes in a case like that, you just have to let it go. Now, I'm not saying forget about them and say, oh, to heck with you, and curse them on your way. I'm not saying that either. Listen to me. Pray for them. And if it just ends up being a situation where you just don't have them in your life, don't beat yourself up over it. And certainly don't do something stupid or harmful or foolish just to get somebody's attention, because that bears no good fruit, okay? Now listen, here's something you can do no matter what, and that is this. Go out and be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. And you know what else? Go be a blessing. Listen to me now. Go be a blessing to a stranger, too, because, of course, always careful doing that. But you may want to do something kind to somebody, just like holding a door open for them or letting them ahead of you online at the grocery store. Do something nice. Be kind. Practice a random act of kindness today. You know that this is Random Acts of Kindness Week? How cool is that? I just found that out yesterday. So do it, okay? And don't let it stop when this week ends. Do it continuously. Don't forget, here's a random act of kindness you can do for me, and that is subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time another Take Two is posted. Okay, y'all. I love y'all so much, and I want you to have a really blessed day, and don't do anything stupid, okay? All right, I'll see you tomorrow for Hump Day. Love you. Bye-bye.